Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Last time, we had to go and rescue Minfilia. Yeah, I know, shocker, right? Poor old Minfilia, even after being reincarnated here in the Shadowbringers world of Novarant so many times, she still needs us to save her. And it almost went according to plan too. We had the Umoran soldiers more or less put to sleep. Quite a few of them were actually still awake when we went in and cleaned house. And then enter General Ranjit, old man badass himself. Holy cow. He made us look like fools. He smoked every scion that was there without a sweat. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the heck he's doing working for FAERIE. Dude must have some serious hold over the old man. Either that or the guy's like part Sin Eater himself, because at this point, that guy should be out there just one-man arming his way through the Sin Eaters, not working for them. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that FAERIE is just working for the Sin Eaters, not taming them like he claims. There's something else going on there. We also got to meet Thancred, and oh boy, has Thancred gotten a little cynical in his time here in Novarant. My man, you gotta chill out. But in our haste, well, I suppose haste, but this was apparently the Exarch's plan, we have now entered the fairy kingdom of Ilmeng. And unfortunately, this fog here tells us we are neck deep in some fairy magic already. Ilmeng, the fairy kingdom, here we go. As it stands, we cannot hope to find our way to Uranger. For that, we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. Okay, and how do we do that? From what I could make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village, Lidyaran. Gesundheit? I'm pretty sure I mangled that. Come, I have a sneaky suspicion this path will lead us directly into their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation. Of different worlds in our mission. You may consider her an ally. Well, that's convenient. I didn't want to have to really keep that from her. So, make my way to the village, huh? That's assuming I can actually see anything in this pea soup. Well, we're getting somewhere. That's an aetheryte. Hold that thought, Thancred. I need to hit the aetheryte up before anything stupid happens. There's a fair amount of people here, actually. That's surprising. I thought this would be a separate instance zone, but no. This is Ilmeng proper, just got a bit of a haze on it. Well, here we are. Yet the pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their games have already begun. In which case... Dekumon, there is a variety of plant native to these parts with a distinctive furrowed tip. Looking grass is its name. So called because it can be used to spy pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain how I know all this later, but first, I need you to help me find some. Oh, if a voice calls to you, under no circumstances should you respond. You will only subject yourself to further mischief. Yep, that sounds about right for Fae folk. Now, looking grass. There's a face scrub here. Is this what I'm looking for? Hello? Is there a little curly piece of grass here? You search the scrub but find nothing resembling looking grass. Suddenly a voice rings out. Greetings, mortal. What is your name? My name is Shove It. I ain't saying squat. Oh, you don't have a name? How very, very sad. I could have had so much fun with it. Yeah, lovely. I'm being taunted by the fairies. There's another face scrub over here, alongside Alphino and Alice. Is this what I'm looking for? If not, looks like there's one up there. Hello? You search the scrub, but find nothing resembling looking grass. Suddenly another voice rings out. What is it you seek, child? Perhaps I could help you find it. I'm searching for none of your flippin' business. Such a rude child, and too clever by half. I shall seek my fun elsewhere. Sheesh. These Fae are mean, man. This is old school Fae. You know, fire and brimstone and whatnot. These guys are more likely to turn me into a pig or something if I mess this up. Searching the scrub, you find what appears to be looking grass. Suddenly, a voice rings out. Oh, a visitor? Where are you from, pray tell? I'm from none of your business. Perhaps this one's hard of hearing. Ahem! What brings you here? I'm here to see Orange. Leave me the F alone. Nothing. Ah! Stone deaf. How boring. Still, picking plants at our village is as good as indulging in our hospitality. And who are we to turn you away? Stay a while. Stay forever. Your body begins to feel heavy. Uh-oh. No! What have happened to me? I have been beckoned. No, Thancred, help me. I'm slow and I'm fat. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is uncurable even. I can't even assume this off me. I take it you met with some trouble. Apologies for subjecting you to that. Can I assume from your presence that you managed to find us some looking grass? Yeah, here, assuming this is actually the stuff. Can you unfutz me, by the way? Yes, this is the stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixie's veil of invisibility, and seeing them is the first step to dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Orange's little trick to good use. Orange's little trick? Oh wow, that is distinctive. Oh, there they are. Sparkles, sparkles, ah, they're all around us, shoot.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
What? How the hell did you learn the fairy language, Thancred? Oh my god. They're adorable! Oh goodness. I think I'm gonna need Faeul to get through this.
No! We are found! How did this mortal know our trick?
Well, he's been here before, apparently. You seriously couldn't recognize him?
Wait, I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Exactly. Multiple times, probably.
Twins! How adorable!
Oh!
Play with us!
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
Oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one.
Even they recognize he's an oddball.
In return for a place in Elmeg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Wait, Orange sleeps? I never would have guessed.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Shall we?
Should we? Would we?
Oh dear.
What now?
Now we hope.
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Ah, time for the Gopher of Darkness to do his thing once again, right?
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition, that you first lend us a helping hand, or 2, or 3. Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianger, Pixie's honor.
Pixie's honor, huh? Am I supposed to trust that?
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
Oh, what? You don't want to leave them all to me? Man, where's Faeul when I need him? Seriously. Ah, and that completes that quest. And gets me a nice new piece of armor. Alright. Oh, and I'm not fat no more. That's a bonus. Alright. New piece of gear here. Am I full? I think I'm full. Hang on, let me fix this. That's much better, that's much better. It doesn't look too bad, actually. All right, we have, oh my goodness. 1, 2, this is one of those sequences. Splitting up the main quest into 3 segments. All right, well, let's just make it 4 and grab this blue quest because I have good guess this is going to be one of the ether current quests, right? It's not down here. It's not down here. Is it behind here? It is. Son of a... Ugh. The Forbidden Land. Yep, I was right. It's an ether current quest.
Help! Help me, I beg you! My friend has gone to Fisolan, a place we're told we must never ever set foot in. I thought about giving chase, but I'm scared I'll run into that thing.
Oh, is that what you're calling Oranje nowadays?
But you're a big, brave man. You're not scared of such things, are you? So please, find and bring back my friend. Kengyuf is their name, and if you hurry, you might catch them before they get to Fisolan.
Where am I going? Priests are... Oh, they're not that far away. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll find an ether current along the way. Nope. Off to the north. Well, there's Kengyuf.
Aren't you one of Orange's friends? Have you business with me?
Yeah, apparently you're lost.
Lad Ken is worried. Oh, that's all well and good. But when someone tells me not to do something, it only makes me want to do it more. No one can stop me.
Heedless of your wording, Kengyuf continues on in the direction of Fisolan. If you find them again, perhaps you can still convince them to turn back. Maybe, but I probably can't get that lucky. Pixies are probably a very stubborn lot. Alright, so what do I gotta do here? With the chat mode and say, enter any phrase containing Kengyuf to call out to the pixie. So I have to get the chat mode to say here. Type in his proper name, spelled correctly. Kengyuf, come out and play! I don't know, inviting him to play should trigger a second cutscene where I actually get played with it. It just instant game overs me because you shouldn't play with pixies. But this isn't that sort of game. Eh? What's making the noise? The hell was that? Oh my god. I am taking this home with me and I am putting it on my shelf. It is too cute. Although them fangs are a little concerning. Ooh. Though your beaver speak is a bit rusty, the creature appears to want milk. Oh no. Baby beaver. And where's Mama Beaver, right? However, you see no signs of Kengyuf. You resign yourself to bearing the bad news back to Lord Ken. What? What? I want the beaver! I want to treat the beaver! Aww. I'm a little sad there. That's where the questline ends? Well, this was a odd quest.
You're back. Where's Kengyuf? Please tell me Kengyuf is all right.
I have no idea. I assume the beaver ate him.
What? Against your warning, they went to Fisolan, where you found only a strange animal. Then the tales were true. Oh, Kengyuf, why? Why didn't you listen? Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't assume the worst just yet. Maybe there's still hope. I just need to stay calm and think things through.
Yeah, fairies are not good at the stay calm and think things through thing. They're really not. All right, I suppose we're gonna need to start picking up these main story quests and seeing what these people want. Oh, I suspect there's gonna be a lot of busy work in my future. First up is Isala's errand.
Oh, I'm so hungry I may faint. Fruit, a little fruit will set me all right. Will you go and fetch some for me? Just outside the village, you'll find a hillock. 2 great bell trees grow there. If you give them a shake, they should render up their sweet, succulent burdens.
Alright, let's go pick some fruit. And yeah, I'm gonna deal with these one at a time like I was doing with the quest earlier. You know, I wonder if this quest would go easier if I actually had botanist level. Probably not. Although that would be a really cool little thing. A bug! A bug! A bug comes tumbling down with the fruit. Hey, no. Let's just aim this the other way here, my man. Ain't that threatening, although I really don't want to stand in that. Ew! It was disgusting. Oh dear, I might eat that. Alright, one down, one to go. There we are. Another bug, another fruit, and another quest to turn in.
Oh, so hungry. Did you get the fruit?
Here, 2 bell fruits.
Oh, thank you ever so much. You saved me. Yes, saved me from my boredom. You should have seen the look on your face when the box came down. Ah, you've done me a great service, mortal. If there's one thing we pixies are serious about, it's having fun. Dull and painful things, hate them. Seed eaters are dull and painful both, so we hate them especially.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You mortals try to fight those monstrosities, but there's no fun in that. Best to avoid them altogether, we say.
I mean, it's a nice thought, but it doesn't really solve the problem of the sin eaters. It just kind of kicks the can down the field. Anyway, 1 fairy errand down, and 2 to go.
Oh, look at me! I have a task for you. Lidrilan is our beloved village, and we want it to always look lovely. And it can't look lovely without flowers blooming, and no flowers bloom lovelier than everblooms. So, here are some everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them here, there, and everywhere around the village. Simple as a dimple, yes.
Everbloom seeds? Sure, I suppose. What could go wrong with this quest? Oh, you want me to put this on? Oh, that's freaking irritating. I gotta put this on top of the roof. There we go. 1 down. There's number 2.
Helping us grow flowers, are you? This will make the house look so much lovelier. There used to be a city of mortals here. A great big bustling place called Vobert or Bovet or some such. But the Sin Eaters came and everyone disappeared. Since then, we pixies have been living here, and we've given the old houses our touch. Lovely, don't you think?
Be honest, it's not bad. Kind of remind me of hobbit holes. And this is spot number 3. Again, on top of a roof.
Oh, I can't wait for the flowers to bloom. Perhaps I'll make pretty curtains out of them.
I guess. Not sure. I don't know. I think vines work better for that than flowers, but hey, you do you. Here we are.
Oh, you're done sowing the seeds? Thank you. This shall help Lidrilan live up to its name, which means flower house, in case you weren't aware. We weren't always here, you know. We used to live deep in a lush forest. It was beautiful beyond compare, but almost all of it was swallowed up by the light. For a while we roamed, but eventually we found a place that men had abandoned. Together with our fellow Fae folk, we decided to make it our new home.
Fellow Fae folk? Who's here besides the pixies?
The land of everlasting spring. This is our home, and it could be yours too. Forever and ever and ever.
And yep, no, I'm leaving. Excuse me, I'm out. I do have a couple pieces of gear I need to get. Although that earring will probably never get equipped. This leg piece, that one I will actually put on. Thank you. Keeping the eye level up, that's the plan. And our final fairy errand comes from Sagon. Mortal. Nope, that just, I can't do it.
Mortal, hear my plea. Our precious children are thirsty, and I need you to bring them water.
Children?
Who are our children, you ask? Why, they're the leafmen you see standing about our village. Adorable, aren't they? Now, you'll need to go to Longmere Lake to draw the water. Once you have it, see that our children have a good drenching. Oh, but be warned, the Fwath make their home in the lake. They tend to play rough, so have a care.
The Fwath? Yeah. Alright, so get some lake water and water the flowers. Sure. Thought I'd have to go to the lake proper. This seems awfully, far from the lake, but sure. Ah, you're the Fwoth, Frogman. Oh, you're not that tough. You're not that tough. I mean, my new pants might be helping a fair bit too. So we've got pixies and we've got frogs. Wonder what else we have in the mix. I'm gonna be honest. These things creep me the shit out. I'm gonna be honest, these things are creepy, man. They're creepy. Okay. Well, at least that puts one theory to rest. I was half expecting this thing to suddenly come alive and try to kill me. And there's the other leafman. Guess I'm just watering the two. There we are. And now to turn this in, and hopefully this is all the fairy errands I need to do.
You've given water to our children. Thank you ever so much. They're all very dear to us. They wanted it ill-being as stray mortals, but we grew attached to them and decided to take them in.
Oh, that's even worse than what I was expecting. Oh my god, these used to be people!
You and yours would have been our children too, but the enchantment didn't catch as well as we'd hoped. It's never too late, of course.
Yep, we're getting the hell out of here. As soon as I put on some hand gear. All right, now that my arms match the rest of me a little better, Thancred, please tell me we can get the heck out of here. Unto the truth. Oh, that's Errand. This is not gonna be voiced, I can tell. How goes it, Dekumon? I've done 3 errands so far, you?
So, a mix of menial tasks and pranks.
That sounds about right. Yeah, that pretty much sums up my own experience. They have no troubles worthy of the name. Probably the same for the twins and Minfilia.
How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us. Indeed, whenever I inquire how much more there is to be done, the answer is ever the same. A little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. Orange once told me a story about the pixies.
I need to get Minfilia's voice higher. I need to get my voice higher too. Let's see.
They're born from the souls of those who died as children, or so it's believed. Though they don't have memories of their previous lives, the desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. And so, they live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end, sometimes even until death.
Ugh, no, ain't staying that long, that's for sure.
In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. The soul was likened to a core that resides in the ether, and its presence is what differentiates us from beasts as sprites and arcane entities. Upon death, said core ordinarily dissipates alongside the ether that composed the flesh. However, it may be held together and bound to the corporeal realm, either by the will of its owner or by the means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather ether unto itself to assume another form, or find newly emerged life in which to abide. The pixies may be one such instance of this. If ghosts are merely souls without bodies, what does that make us? I think you've become that which you fear most, brother dearest.
She's not entirely wrong. However, the pixies may have come into being. If we leave them to judge when we are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Nay, we must negotiate new terms with the creatures. But where to begin? It seems to me we would need at least one among them to sympathize with us. Ah! I have a cue! In the course of your chores, did any of you encounter a pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? Not during my chores, perhaps, but... Master Feul, come out! What? You knew a pixie from before? And you didn't mention it? Not only are you acquainted, but you've entered into a pact! You might have mentioned this sooner. Would have saved us a lot of trouble. You know they had me picking weeds across this garden. At any rate, I dare to hope this will offer us a way out. Without further delay then, summon this Feul, if you please. With Quit the chat mode and say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter FAERIE to summon your pixie friend at the designated location. Well, this is the spot. Now all I need is Master FAERIE. Come out! A voice rings out in your mind.
So, my sapling has finally remembered about his lovely branch. But with such a half-hearted call, he may as well lock me off and cast me aside. I have no sapling.
With the chat mode and say, enter please FAERIE, I need you. Goodness me. There we are.
Is that your idea of a fervent call? A solid log could do it with more fire.
Sheesh! This guy is spoiled. I need to now enter, O loveliest of branches, please grant me your succor. Alright, that looks good. And yeah, I know I misspelled loveliest the first time, so sue me. Come on.
You're late! Late!
Late?
I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting.
Oh, god dang it. See? I told you we should have gotten FAERIE out earlier.
But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing he is. Cold and cruel and heartless!
I'm sorry! Dang! I was ambushed! The poor look on my guy's face.
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Yeah, he'll fit right in.
Reminds me of my child.
All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Honestly, just a joke. But just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you.
Oh my goodness.
Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
How about your negotiating skills? We need out of here, pronto! These other fairies are a little irritating.
Well. If it isn't FAERIE, the mold feel. It's been too long.
Oh, great! I've got a pixie with a reputation.
Not long enough for you to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself. Now let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, he will never be yours. Never, ever!
Oh, not even a bit. But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
Sheesh!
No, you can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone.
Wow. Okay, so clearly I see what I mean to FAERIE now.
And if you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of his bag all over your precious village.
Oh dear. You have no idea what a threat this is. My bag is bulging full of crap.
There'll be cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that,
All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Urianger?
Oh dear. Compromise!
Aye, that's all we ask. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
Aye! We'll reveal the hidden Vernick to you at once.
Finally! Now we can get out of this fog over it. That's so much better, I can see! Oh. That's pretty looking. Is that where the dungeon's gonna be?
So this is the true Ilmeg.
How are you feeling?
Better. I think I remember the way now.
Good. Let's get the heck out of here.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Urianger?
Finally.
Your lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
Oh, God. I think he was bored. My poor old branch. I was boring him. I'm sorry. For Alphino and Alice's sake, let us be quick. It would be a shame to return only to find that they had been made to play one game too many. Now, the place we seek is the abandoned manor of a nobleman and scholar. The Bookwind Shelves, it's called, after the fellow's vast collection of tomes. An agreeable habitat for our friend, I'm sure you'll agree. If we follow the path north, we should soon find the place. Come along. God, no wonder he hasn't moved from there in years. He's got books! But finally we can make our way. That is a long way north. But I should be able to at least finally find one of the ether currents. It's out in the middle of the water. Oh. I was not paying as much attention as I should have been. Oh well. There was a village here once and the place flooded hard. There we are, our first ether current in Ilmang. And where's our next one? It is also along the way to Urianger's from the looks of it. Well, I was kind of hoping I would find it, but it turns out it's a lot further to the east than I originally thought, so nope. And here we are at long last. I give you Urianger's humble abode. Damn. Come, let's see if he's home. You act like you'd be anywhere else. This is Urianger. He probably hasn't moved from that spot in years.
Urianger, are you in?
Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends his way.
I see he hasn't changed much.
The Exarch did send word that thou would seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon.
Although I must say he looks significantly different. And he's also taken a job change.
Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails.
Run along, Minfilia. We will meet you outside.
But
Really?
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind.
Oh. Another what to imbue? Why don't you want her hearing all this?
I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already?
Most of them. Still need to find a Stola. And cue the fade out as we get Urianger up to speed.
That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest, it beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Yulmore. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Yeah, let's see if we can't unglimpse this. I really don't want to die.
As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald.
Yep, did that.
So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time.
Jesus.
Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand, Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile. Black Rose.
So they did it because we forced their hand.
Its potency defied all reckoning.
Oh, that is terrifying looking.
Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides. From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel.
Wow.
Nor did the land itself escape unscathed. For spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might.
Oh, great. We had to go Mad Max on everybody.
Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist. And those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order.
Well, we were all dead. Yep. Tataru. Kryl. Thancred and Ishtola. Yeah, this is horrible. And finally, the twins and me.
Were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee.
Shit. Shit and shit. That's heartbreaking.
An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th umbral calamity which I did behold.
Yeah, no way we can let that come to pass.
No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery.
Mm-hmm.
That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency.
It's not supposed to do all that?
Come.
Like... Oh. Hi.
Dost thou recognize yonder chart?
I probably should, but... It's a chart of the elements. It's something to do with magic. No, I've cast enough magic in my time. I pretty much recognize the chart of the elements.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition. Astral, the active; umbral, the passive. As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral.
To be fair, all the races have different names. Why wouldn't, you know, some of the basic terms here be different too?
Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer. Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
Interesting.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the two forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
I'm guessing it's more along the lines of each had a piece of the puzzle, just not the whole picture.
'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events. The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land. And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings.
Which basically means it's very heavily aligned towards light. And that's where our calamity comes in.
Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
we would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity. Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Ilmeg.
Okay. Where is it? Guessing in the big castle?
Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Leargear, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake.
Oh, sweet, I was right.
To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation.
What, another riddle contest?
Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
Yay, new party member. Too bad healer's taken already, bud. Unto the truth. Nice to get these quests taken care of. I see we've picked up another ether quest outside. Any excuse to get these out of the way, I suppose, right? There's more pixies out here. Delightful decorations. Oh, are we decorating now?
Oh, you're Orange's friend, aren't you? You not lend me a hand? You see, Orange's home is drab and dull, and I've a mind to decorate it, make it bright and beautiful. If you were to help out, it'd make it all the more special. First of all, we'll need some whirlweeds, a pretty little plant that grows in the water. We usually trade with the Fourth for it, but seeing as you can swim, you can harvest some for us. You should be able to find the weed in the lake where there's a sunken church. While you take care of this, I'll go and pick us lots and lots of beautiful flowers. Afterwards, let's meet back here for the decorating. See you soon!
It's a swimming quest. Hey, I have no problem with this. I just have to find 4 whirlweeds in the lake, or rather under the lake, because I'm pretty sure I'm not finding them on the surface. And I am not playing with you, Mr. B, so don't even think about it. Oh, these bloody things are everywhere. And yeah, there's the church. And there was a whole village down here, dang. Oh, there's another whirlweed. Guessing the last 2 are in the big circle to the south. Yep. I've just got to find, there they are right there. Wow, this was really, really easy. Unless something crazy happens when I pick the last one. I would strongly doubt that there's no underwater combat in this game. Right? I'm sure, right? There's no underwater combat in this game? Good. Awesome! And yet this isn't the end of the quest. I mean, I suppose by fairy standards the place is a little plain, but I don't know. I think it looks nice. I think the fairy stuff just makes it look, well, almost gaudy. Or abandoned, maybe a bit of both.
There you are. Did you manage to find the whirlweeds?
Here you go.
Ooh, just look at these lovelies. I'll enchant these at once, make it so they can grow outside the water, and then plant them here and there. Meanwhile, I want you to decorate with these snug blooms. As to where they should go... Ah yes, the stairs! There's a dull spot that's ripe for some cheer. When you're finished, come and let me know.
Stairs? Do they mean the stairs inside? Oh my god, they do mean the stairs inside. Sorry, Orange! Not how I intended to be touring your place, but sure. A flower here, a flower there, and one more right here. It's not too bad, though. I suppose it's actually not kind of a safety concern almost there. I mean, it does give you a little extra light when you're going up and down these at night, I suppose, but I don't know. I'm too used to it. The homeowner here has a lot of these night lights.
Marvelous! This is sure to put a smile on Orange's scowly face. And then he'll want to stay here forever and ever and ever. You're welcome to stay too, of course. There's plenty of room for you and all your friends.
Nice try, but I'll take the ether current. Alright, Orange, we need to get the heck out of here before these fairies try and, you know, force us to stay. What do we got? Courting cooperation. This sounds good. And then of course I need Orange's voice. My friend, and I speak of the task at hand, there is a question I would pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance? Did you take up astrology? Did you lose weight? I didn't recognize you at first. Now, did you take up astrology? Indeed. Though the night be lost, behind the shroud of blinding light, doubt not but that the stars still shine. Yeah, if you'd come to Lakeland, you'd see them. I have chosen to avail myself of that guidance, that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretcheth before us. For a blessing, my prior studies of astrology did provide me with adequate grounding in the art. But enough of myself, let us now speak of our task. As I did mention, if we are to enter Ligya, we must needs gain the pixies' cooperation. This is a simple matter of presenting unto them a suitable gift. I shall procure a selection of viands that shall please their palates. Thancred, pray assist me in this endeavor. Thancred's like, whatever. Meanwhile, Dekumon, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts there abideth a vilekin known for its beauteous wings, the hawker. I shall lend thee a receptacle within which thou mayest capture a weakened specimen. So live capture, I can do that. Oh, these things are everywhere. Well, all I need to do is find one, pelt it within a couple inches of its life, and use the box before my chocobo kills it. Oh, these are, I suppose I see why they would like the wings. Oh, my chocobo wore off. Well, that makes this easier. I just need to knock you down to the lower levels. And no dots. I have learned that lesson the hard way. We do not dot things you want to live capture. 24, 11, 1%. That is as close to this as it's gonna get. Thank you. Couldn't have done any better if I was using false swipe. All right, Orange, I got your dragonfly in a box. Thou art returned. Wast thou able to capture a hawker? Here you are. Good luck getting the wings off of this thing without it beating your head off. Ah, a truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make fast their vibrant colors. Thancred too should return anon, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile. Sorry if you're hearing the occasional dog bark. Try and get as many of these edited out as I can.
'Tis done. The pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts. Ah, lest I forget.
Yes. Oh. Is that white orosite?
White orosite, newly forged for thy use. Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary. Our eternal enemies. Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascian's essence.
Ah, that's why you've been hanging out here. And here I thought it was all the books.
May I come in now?
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
Jeez, man. Not to be so harsh on her.
I did as you asked.
That's my girl, thank you.
Aw, head pats.
I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me. Which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether.
Shit.
I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
Ah, she'll see your gunsmith.
Minfilia, once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Really? May I?
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire.
Yeah, you overload, you're probably gonna make Errand carry the excess. She's like a kid in a candy store. Yes.
Hast thou spoken to him of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
No.
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any. As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Yulmore some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armareng, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted. It was there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
And echo time. Haven't had one of these in a while.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair!
Oh.
I will not stand for it. I cannot. There must be something we can do. Tell me.
It's her choice, Thancred.
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
It is not their decision to make.
Philia's been here for 100 damn years. She's tired.
It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's.
That too.
You have ever watched over me, Thancred.
I think some of these are 1.0 scenes.
Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me. There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
And she's gone.
Minfilia, wait!
What happened?
Man, no wonder he got so cold.
And then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it. I have told her many things, where we came from, what we fight for, but of that day, I have not spoken.
Better hope she's not listening at the door. How do you want this to end? Yeah. What's your big plan here, Thancred? Nothing, huh?
With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Errand.
There's a lot unsaid between those two. A lot. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave this here for now. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more adventures in Novrot, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.